Hey guys, welcome back to another Just Meta tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how you create full-length articles and blog posts in Just Meta. So once you log in and you're brought to the dashboard, the first thing you're going to want to do is go over here to the AI panel and select AI Article Wizard. Once I click on the AI Article Wizard, it will bring that up. So today, for simplicity's sake, we're going to pretend that we're a gym owner wanting to write an article about how to increase my bench press. So I have this general topic, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some keywords that I want to use in this article. It's going to generate me a nice list of keywords here. So I want bench press, strength training, techniques, form, weights, muscles, repetition, barbell. Now we'll get rid of barbell. But you can see I picked all the ones that I thought were relevant to this article. And then I'm going to hit generate ideas. So this is going to give me kind of my article title, right? So I got maximizing muscle gains with effective bench press repetitions. I got increasing bench press strength through weight progression. And I have improving your bench press technique. So kind of this refines my idea. It makes it a little more focused, right? Because there's a lot of ways I can increase my bench press. I'm going to do it through improving my bench press technique. So one of the things I like to do at this stage is just capitalize everything. Why? Because that's how I like to do titles stylistically. It's up to you. You can do it now. You can do it later. You can leave it as is. But I like to do that right here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create an outline. So obviously this is my title, but what are the subsections going to look like? So I can select how many outlines I want. I'm going to leave it at the 3 because I don't want a whole bunch to read through. And it's going to generate for me a couple outlines to choose from. So what's going to end up happening here is I can then select the one that I think is most interesting to me. So right off the bat, the one that catches my eyes is the idea of warm-up stretching, preventing injuries, the whole 9 yards, right? The only problem with this one is, as you see, it repeats a little bit. So maybe we'll stay away from that one. Let's go with proper form and technique, understanding the bench press, importance of a strong foundation. That one seems pretty solid. So now I have it over here. So one of the things I can do if I want is I can move these around and change the order of them. One of the things that I think is really interesting here is that we can add sections and we can take sections away. So one of the important things is, let's put importance of sleep and rest as one of these subgroups. So now we have 6 right here. And now I can choose how many talking points per outline do I want. I like to go with 3. You can pick any number you want. Please keep in mind the more talking points you add to the article, the longer it's going to take to generate things, and you're going to have to read through and select things. So you also have all these advanced options. You can do this at any step where you can change your tone of your writing. You can change the degree of originality, and you can change your point of view. So the last thing I want to point out here is this little language feature. So you can write it in pretty much every language known to man. So we're going to generate some talking points, which are basically the equivalent of your subheadings. So boom, just like that, we have a nice outline of what our article is going to look like. So we got proper form and technique. We have proper form and technique are essential for bench pressing, how to improve your bench press technique and how it can enhance your strength training, using correct form and weights in bench pressing to prevent muscle strain. Next, we have understanding the bench press. And as you see, we're kind of repeating here, right? Proper form is crucial. I'm going to get rid of that. Techniques such as arching the back can improve bench press. That's a little different than what's up here, so I'm going to leave it. Increasing weights and repetitions gradually helps build chest muscles. I think that's another one. I'm going to add in here progressive overload. I think that's another helpful one down here. The importance of a strong foundation, proper form, blah, 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 blah. This is pretty repetitive. So I'm going to get rid of that whole section. Common mistakes to avoid, common mistakes in technique, improper use of weights and repetitions, preventing strain on muscles. Pretty useful. Benefits of correct form. Proper form to prevent injury. I'm going to leave that in there even though it's a little repetitive because safety first. Correct technique maximizes muscle activation. Correct form ensures consistent effective repetitions. Then we have a little bit here about sleep, well-rested body, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to hit next step because that looks good to me. And it's going to bring up the ability to create images. So for this, I'm going to create an image of a young man bench pressing in his local gym. I can change my image size. I can change my writing tone and all that here before I move on. And I'm going to generate an image. So this takes a second because image generation takes a little longer than text, but it's going to give me a professional looking image that I can use in my article. And boom. So here's my young guy learning how to bench press. So we're going to go to the next step, and it's going to generate my article. So right now, you can see here's my photo, here's my title, and it's going to generate the rest of the article here in the next couple seconds. Boom. So the article wizard completed and saved my document. So you can see I have a whole article here about my proper form and technique, understanding the bench press, common mistakes to avoid, benefits of the correct form. And it's a really long, really polished article that I could share on my blog. I could post this to my website for members of my gym, the whole 9 yards. So I can export this thing as a Word document, or I can even do HTML, and I can bring this thing up in Microsoft Word. So here you can see the articles in here in Word format. The image got a little weird here, but it's still here. We can resize it. And this is ready to go. This is a fully fleshed out article. I made it in like 5 minutes, even sitting here and explaining it step by step. And when you get polished with this, you can create an article in just a few minutes, a few clicks. So entire years of blog posts, if you post weekly or bi-weekly, can be fleshed out in just a few days. So this is a really powerful tool, and I'm real excited that it's one of the flagship products here at JustMeta. So that's how you make your articles. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next tutorial.